Yes, madam.
How do I look?
You look radiant, Mrs. Tottendale.
Oh, I do love this dress so, and it never goes out of style.
It's a miracle, madam.
My dress, my fancy dress. I don't know why I'm wearing it, I must confess. My dress, I love my dress. Would someone tell me why I put it on?
Yes, your dress, your fancy dress. 'Twas such a pleasure airing it, restitching and repairing it. God bless your dress, it's one fine dress, and I will tell you why you put it on. Wedding bells will ring, wedding bells will chime. Madam, you're the hostess and it's happy wedding time. Wedding bells will ring, wedding bells will chime. Wedding bells will ding-a-ling and we will ding along.
Your fancy dress. We're very, very glad you put it on.
Wedding guests have come.
Wedding guests are here. Wedding guests are at the door and soon they will appear.
The bridegroom, I'm you to marry Janet. That's star of Belzy's follies, whom I love a lot.
I'm George, that's George, his best man, George. I'm honored to be doing what a best man not. Mrs. Tottendale. Now don't worry, I've got this whole thing planned out. The King's organization, see? Each string represents a task yet to be completed. Pay the musicians, yell at the florister, book the minister, the whole wedding's gonna run like clockwork.
Oh, we're going to your wedding.
I lost my leading lady. I gotta stop this wedding or I'm not worth screwing.
I'm kidding, just kidding. I came with Mr. Felton. I'll be a leading lady if I get my shot.
I am the king of romance, so I kiss a lot.
You are the king of romance, so you kiss a lot. Wedding bells will ring, wedding bells will chime, wedding bells will celebrate a happy wedding time. Someone hasn't come, someone isn't here. Where is Janet back up and when will she appear?
Champagne makes me drowsy.
It's really happening, truly happening, almost happening. What is happening?
Hot tricks, aviating tricks, up the sky, I'll circle through the shadows in my modern apparatus. Hot tricks, the aviatrix, I've gotta fly. I'll see you when they take the night.
Well, there you have it. All the characters have been introduced. We have the bride who's giving up the stage for love, her debonair bridegroom, a harried producer, jovial gangsters posing as pastry chefs, a flaky Corinne, a Latin Lothario, and an aviatrix. What we now call Let's Begin. Oh, and of course, my favorite character, the Drowsy chaperone. What more do you need for an evening's entertainment? that wonderful? And we will ding along? I don't even know what that means! Okay, I'll lead you through this record as best as I can. Don't worry, it won't be difficult. So we begin with a welcome from the love-struck groom.
Well, I'd like to thank you all for coming. Wow, I must be one lucky fellow. Who'd have thought that I, Robert Martin, would be marrying a glamorous showgirl, and that glamorous showgirl will give up a successful career for me, Robert Martin.
Aww.
Now, if it weren't for Prohibition, I'd say, raise a glass.
Here, here.
To Miss Janet Van de Graaff, the most beautiful girl in the world.
Absolutely not!
Excuse me?
The groom mustn't see his bride on the day of the wedding. It's bad luck!
I hope you heard that, because that's the plot, basically. Hang on for the ride.
Breakfast will be served in the Arabian.
Say, it's a little early in the day to be drinking that, don't you agree?
I don't understand the question.
Listen, you keep Janet away from Robert, you understand? You're the chaperone. That's your only job.
Aye, mon capitaine.
Oh, Robert, who's my little monkey?
I'm your little monkey.
So the bride and the groom are whisked away, and we turn our attention to the B-plot, which involves the producer.
Mr. Baltic!
Getting married and leaving show business.
Mr. Baltic!
Doesn't she know I got obligations?
Mr. Baltic, I can be a leading lady. You said it yourself, I'm useless in the chorus.
Kitty, for the last time, you ain't got what it takes.
But I've been taking lessons. Singing, acting, ballet.
Ballet?
Yeah, I'm pretty good too. Last week I auditioned for Swanee Lake.
A little annotation here. Kitty and Felsig were a couple in real life, Jack and Sadie Adler. Now, this is a familiar comic construct. A stupid woman and her long-suffering companion. Well, she appears stupid, but then in the end she does something clever and makes everyone wonder whether it's all just an act. The irony here is that Sadie actually was quite stupid. Jack had to explain all the jokes to her, apparently, but she had a wonderful career on the stage. You know, at that time, the theater was the only place where stupid people could earn a decent living. This was before television, of course.
Kitty, I don't have time for this.
Upgrade 4, Mr. Felsig.
Not now.
Perhaps a nice preparo.
Boys, I'm not hungry.
Then perhaps we can give you a little something else to chew. Yeah, something to eat.
What?
Your confusion is to be expected. Although we appear to you in the guise of innocent pastry chefs, we are also, and primarily, employees of a certain individual.
A certain individual?
A certain individual who happens to be the single largest investor in Feldsig's Farms. He is sent us here as pastry chefs to express his concern about Miss Van de Graaff's impending nuptials. Specifically, that if she gets married, leaves the show, and there ain't no show.
Say, don't I know you?
No, you don't.
Have you ever spent any time in Toledo?
You ever spend any time in a coma?
No. But I do have a cousin in Seattle.
Kitty! Boys! You tell your boss this wedding's never going to happen. You have my word.
Oh, we'll take your word. And to go back on that boy would be a recipe for disaster. Now, we hope we made ourselves perfectly eclair. One can only hope. You biscotti be kidding me! I trifle much? Don't toy with me.
All right. You can jump the pastry chef routine.
Alas, we get asked. Well, I'm the lamb. Lamb's an entree, you macaroon.
The gangsters were played by interchangeable vaudeville duo the Tall brothers, John and Peter Tall. They were born Abram and Mendel Masloskovics, but were renamed at Ellis Island by a sarcastic immigration official. Now, this is an early example of the typical Broadway gangster, full of wordplay and stylized movements. Not very intimidating, unless you find dancers intimidating, which I do, but for reasons that would not be appropriate.
We'll leave the matter in your hands, Mr. Feldzig. Meantime, feel free to browse the Zitty.
Yeah, try a Toledo surprise.
It's to die for.
Holy cats, Mr. Felton's a gangsters!
Very perceptive. Now go potty your face. I've got to stop this wedding. But how? Oh, Lord in heaven, how?
I always thought that moment was a little overplayed.